Read an Accurate Ag book connects kids with agriculture. It is promoted by Oklahoma Ag in the classroom. Volunteers visit schools to read an ag book. But not every classroom has a volunteer. So I'm going to help fill that gap. Today, I will be reading My Grandpa, My Tree, and Me by Roxanne Troop and Kendra Binney. It's about pecans, and at the end, I'll share some info about 3 pecan videos I made so you can learn more. Let's get started. My grandpa planted a tree for me on the day I was born. It was a pecan tree. Grandpa's orchard is full of pecan trees, some older than he is, but my tree is his favorite. Every winter, while the trees stand silent under a sleepy sun, Grandpa prunes his orchard until each branch feels the sunlight. But not my tree. My tree has lots of space to spread its branches. Grandpa only trims limbs that split in the wind. In spring, when lilacs scent the breeze and tiny leaves unfurl, Grandpa feeds his orchard. He mists the leaves with minerals to ready each tree for fruiting. But not my tree. Grandpa tests the soil near my tree, then feeds it by hand. We spread mulch to keep the roots cool and help them grow deep. During the wilty heat of summer, Grandpa waters and mows and waters to keep the trees healthy and make harvest easier. Sometimes he sprays for insects and diseases too, but not my tree. Grandpa shows me how to check each leaf and husk of my tree for pecan scab. When our work is done, we sit in the shade of my tree, wiping cantaloupe dribbles off our chins, while ladybird beetles gobble juicy aphid snacks. They don't know it, but they're keeping my tree healthy too. Each fall, as the fruits change color, Grandpa puts noisemakers in the orchard. These clangy-bangy contraptions scare away birds and squirrels looking for a feast. This year, we will watch the husk open together and then harvest. Grandpa attaches a padded arm to his tractor. It hugs the tree's trunks and shakes until leaves and twigs and pecans rain down. Grandpa shakes every tree in his orchard, but not my tree. We lay a tarp under my tree. Grandpa gives me a long pole to whack pecans out of their husk. I make leaves and twigs and pecans rain on Grandpa. In the orchard, sweepers rake pecans into dusty rows for the harvester to pick up. The harvester's fan blows away leaves and twigs, while heavy pecans bounce their way to the hopper. But not my pecans. We collect my pecans in buckets. Grandpa clears away leaves and sticks as I catch pecans in a wire trap. Soon, my bucket is so full of stripy brown nuts, I can barely lift it. Big machines clean the pecans from Grandpa's orchard. One spits out empty husks and sticks the harvester accidentally collected. Another sorts the pecans by size and sends them to the dryers, but not my pecans. We sort my pecans on Grandpa's table. All spread out, a fan helps them dry. Workers check the orchard pecans one last time. They throw out bad pecans and bag good ones, so Grandpa can send them to be washed and cracked and packaged for sale, but not my pecans. We crack and smash and crack my pecans and bake them into our favorite pecan pie. After harvest, the orchard sits quietly in the light of the setting sun. Deer and squirrels search for tiny brown treasures left behind. The trees will rest alone, waiting for next season, but not our trees. Look, she has a baby brother, and Grandpa's planting him a tree. Look in the video description and you'll find links to 3 videos.
One is on pecan harvesting.
Check out how they shake those trees.
One is on pecan processing.
You won't believe how fast these shellers work.
And the third is a tour of the place that manufactures the pecan growing, harvesting, and processing machinery.
Hope you liked the book and learning about pecans. See you on our next adventure.